Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're just joining us, please open up your chat fingers, open up your chats and type in your city and your favorite summer beverage or cocktail. So we've got some good ones here. Ooh, a gin and lemon juice, a simple syrup and a sparkling. Yeah, you see, that sounds fantastic, Jennifer. It does. But I get to the point where if it's over 2 ingredients, I just don't have the patience for that. I'm loving that. Hi, Steve. Welcome. Welcome from Houston. I love this. Hi, Ted from Huntington Beach. My husband's from Huntington Beach. I feel so sorry for y'all. I'm glad that the weather wasn't too bad for everybody. So put in your favorite summer cocktail or drink in chat. Get to know everybody. Let's have some fun. It's time to get started. I love it. So Etienne, thank you for joining us. I see you're in Denver. Ooh, and a mezcalita is good. Stick that in chat instead of questions because the questions stress me out. I think, oh no, I need to go answer a question. Let's get this party started, everybody. Are we ready? Keep the chats going. Let's have some fun. Welcome, friends. My name is LB Lauren Bailey. I'm the founder of Factor 8, the Sales Bar, and Girls Club. And every month we do some incredible free sales shots. This month we're talking about critical skills to get the AE promotion. So everyone, good. All right. Give me a thumbs up, please, in my chat if you're looking at getting promoted to AE, the 8 critical skills you need to master ASAP. We should all be looking at those slides. I want to thank Unifor. Have you all heard of Unifor? Thanks, Jonathan. This is super cool. They're going to be my guest next month, and they have real-time feedback about how engaged people are during your video calls. So critical for demos, and that's one of the skills we're talking about today. So check them out and make sure you sign up for next month. Let me show you what's happening next month. All right. Every month, 30 minutes, super tip rich. If that's your first time, you can go to this page and sign up for all of the next one, factor8.com/shots. All right. So these are the ones that are coming up. I'm going to go right past this and get right into the goods, okay? Because we're interested in getting promoted, BDR to AE or AE level 1 to level 2. Let's start with the basics. Shot number 1, folks, of course, be awesome. You've got to know their job, but most importantly, first, you've got to master yours. I hang out with a lot of sales leaders, and I got to tell you, the number 1 complaint about you, my friends, is that you want to be promoted in 5 minutes. I know you're rolling your eyes at me, and we roll our eyes at you, us old people, but we've heard it, right? And I got to tell you, I freaking love it. I love the upward trajectory. I love the ambition. It's fantastic. Now, you want to make that work, be awesome at your current job, and make sure you know what you're getting into, right? I'll tell you what, my blind ambition has gotten me promoted into jobs I should not have had, and I didn't love. So the best thing you can do is go find some AEs, interview them, shadow them, ask them what they love, ask them what they hate. You may think that job is harder. You may not want that job. Fair? All right. Let's go in and really dig into these AE job duties. And my friends, if you're in the AE role or managing a team of AEs, supplement this in the chat for me, okay? I just want to tell you the basics. If you're new to sales and thinking about being an AE or thinking about trying to get promoted to it, here's the difference, right? In BDR, SDR land, we're booking appointments for AEs. Their job is to meet and actually do the sales cycle with these qualified prospects. BDRs, SDRs, qualify them, toss them to the AEs. Are they always perfectly qualified? No. Should you wait for the perfect ones on a silver platter? No. So the main part of these meetings are doing the sales discovery. Now, people will tell you it's about doing the demo, but I'm here to tell you they're wrong. We're doing it wrong, okay? We're doing the sales discovery. Where are your challenges? Where are your gaps? What's your current situation? Trying to find the places where you can make their lives at work better with your solution, whatever that may be. Then job number 3 is doing that demo and, of course, closing the sale. Now, wouldn't it be great if it all happened in one call? Never. So there's a lot of juggling. There's a lot of nurturing. There's a lot of follow-up. Okay. And by the way, when you're not full of brand new appointments from the SDR world, you're cold calling, you're prospecting, you're carrying a heavy number at this point in the job. Is that making sense? Anybody who wants to add stuff into chat about what they love or what they hate about being an AE, help me out here and help these other folks as well. The good news is more money. Okay. With more responsibility comes more money, but there is higher pressure and there's more of the sales cycle to manage. All right. Well, let's talk about getting y'all there. Okay. Here's shot number 2. You got to ask for it. Y'all know Girls Club is my passion project. And this is about helping women in sales have the confidence to quit trying to do every job perfectly and just raise their damn hand for the promotion. And it's really important. It's never too early to have the conversation with your boss that you'd like to learn about the career path. It doesn't mean you're coming in saying, when am I going to get promoted? It's saying, hey, getting promoted is important to me. Moving up is important to me. Can you tell me how that works here? About how long does that take? I think somebody had a question on that right here in chat. We'll come to it at the end, okay? Ask about the training. Ask about career paths. Ask about shadowing. Ask for stretch opportunities. Ask them for feedback on how you get there. It's critical. If this makes you throw up in your mouth a little bit because you're a little bit nervous, I got you. Here we go. Here's something I've stolen from our Girls Club training. You got to ask like a boss, okay? This is a framework that you can use for almost any ask or difficult conversation. Tracy, I love it that you want the recording already, babe. We're going to send it out afterwards, okay? You start by introducing the subject. Hey, I want to talk about my position and my future with Unifor. We'll sub them in today, okay? I do notice that we've been growing. This is just the observation. I notice we're hiring a lot of managers. I notice that we're promoting a lot of people. Whatever it is, the key is straight up observation without judgment. So you coming in saying, hey, I want to talk about my future because I noticed Timmy got promoted and he's a dumbass. Not how this works. Think it, don't say it. All right. Then you talk about how you feel about it. I feel really excited about the opportunities to grow here, or I'm feeling a little left out because so many people on my team have been promoted and I haven't. Then you talk about what's important to you, the value. Hey, furthering my career is really critical to me. Learning new skills, growing at work, moving up, whatever it is, I value development at the workplace. Then you make your ask. 1 or 2 sentences, very simply. Could we work together on a plan to help me earn a promotion by next year? Could you give me regular feedback so that I'm on the right track? Could you help me find a mentor, shadow, get the training, whatever that may be? It's irresistible when you ask for help. This is a killer way to get started on this path. All right, now let's get into some skills and what it takes. First, realize there's 4 areas here you got to focus on, all right? Metrics, the attributes, who you are and how you go about your work, your knowledge, and your skills, okay? I'm going to talk about the first 3, and then I'm going to dive deep into the 4th one because you know the skills, that's our bag at Factor 8. Here we go. Here's what leaders are looking for. First of all, metrics. You can't go looking to get promoted to AE if you're not crushing it on your current numbers. Now, why is activity important? If you have the number of meetings you need, but half the activity of the rest of the team, damn, you're good. But unfortunately, as leaders, we look at metrics as the will. The results are sometimes the skill. But if you're not making the dials and the calls and the effort, then you may get labeled as lazy or better than, or right? So we want somebody who's going to role model what we want the rest of the people to do. Obviously, we're going to look at close percentage, right? Are you getting the job done? But show rate is a key quality metric. Sure, Bobby can spin up tons of meetings, but none of them show up. So quantity and quality is what we're looking for on the metrics. All right, attributes. I've been in lots of conversations about this, folks. You know what people love most about sellers? People who are lifelong learners, people who are genuinely curious about what's happening with their prospects. That's what makes great sales conversations. We also are looking for the fact you have a structure. You're not just coming in and winging it. And we're looking for that competitive streak. We want you to be bold. We want you to be a closer because we know you're going to need it as you move up. All right, when we come to knowledge, 3 big areas: your industry, your customer base, and your company or product. Okay, make sure you're leveled up on all 3 of those. Now let's get into the skills. This is my favorite part. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but 15 years ago, I started Factor 8 because I couldn't find these skills. They just weren't available. Everybody had, face-to-face selling skills or Sandler stuff or value selling stuff, but it wasn't like phone skills. And these are the critical ones. All right. So number 1, you got to be an incredible questioner. If you're using a script as a BDR, you need to be off that script and able to interact live. Okay. That means great questioning and listening skills. You got to be able to run a killer sales meeting. I'm going to show you some of that today. Connecting quickly with people, building the instant rapport and relationships. If you're crushing that in BDR world, you're going to use that in AE world. Demos, it is part of it. It's not all of it, but we're going to talk today a lot about demos that don't suck, because most of them do. And then, of course, business and time management. All right, let's jump in to the first one. You're so right, Lindsay, phone skills, right? Folks, most of the people in sales today are afraid of the phone. I'm super sorry that COVID killed this for everybody. But folks, people do not convert over email and social media. You use that to warm, you use the phone to close. Love me or hate me, that's the truth. Now, if you're going to be doing demos as an AE, you got to be in charge of sales meetings. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Factor 8 course, Running Killer Sales Meetings. Here are some top tips from this course. Get your pencils ready. Always start with introductions. Even if you know most of the people, unless you've been on 3 meetings with them already, this is your chance to make it friendly, to interact, to say a little something about everybody. Always start with the meeting goals and then pause and say, does that work? Does anybody want to add something? It's a good chance to call out the big boss or your contact who got you the meeting. Does this work for you, Bob? Right? Hey, Sue, anything to add? I don't know why I name people these weird names. All right. So we're checking the meeting goals and then we're checking the agenda. So what I think we'll do is run through it in this order. Does this work for anybody? Did anybody have to drop early? Right? Just check in. And then here's the hardest part, keeping it on track. We all love a squirrel. We'll give you some tips on how to do that. As you get to the end, give yourself 5 minutes. Don't try to cover everything in the last 4 minutes. Say, unfortunately, we didn't get to the last agenda item. Let's summarize where we got today and figure out what our next steps are, because you must have time to bridge to the next call. This is a teeny tiny skill and it makes all the difference. The class at Factor 8 is called bridging, and it means booking your next meeting before you get off this meeting. And there's fast and easy ways to do it. I know it feels a little uncomfortable at first, but makes a difference. All right. I'm covering a lot here, folks, because I want to show you what it really looks like when you go and take these classes. So I want you to know, please, sales shot number 5, it's in the bar. Learning is practicing. What we're doing today is fun, and I'm giving you tips. But the difference between knowing and then learning it and being able to apply it is interacting with it and actually practicing it. So what I'm going to do is, for the first time, go live and show you what these classes look like in the bar. Okay, this is my baby. Welcome to the sales bar, everybody. Isn't this cool? At the end of this, I'm going to give you an offer for 3 AE classes at a super discounted rate, and I'm going to show you a little bit of both of them. By the way, you're also testing my demo skills. So welcome to the sales bar. All of these classes are on my front screen. This is a new one we just launched for account managers. Every 2 weeks, we pop in new content here for what's on tap. But today we're going to look at the class Running a Killer Sales Meeting. Each one of our classes aren't just a video, folks. If you come through here, you'll see, look at all these different tips and tricks. We've got recorded, activities, recorded calls, videos, cheat sheets, templates. But the key that we're going to go into here is this interactive e-learning. I'm on a soapbox. You can't learn from a video. You just can't. So I'm just giving you a little peek inside what we do in this meeting because it's a lot of fun. Interaction is the key. I'm here on page 3 of the e-learning, and let's just go for a live quiz. Here we go. According to HubSpot, what percentage of buyers trust salespeople? Tell me what number to click, folks. 3, 26, 14, or as high as 48. 26, 26, 26, 14, 14, 14. All right, I got enough 14s. Here we go. Survey set. Oh, no. We don't have time to try again. We're going to see the answer. 3%. That's scary, isn't it? So we have some fun interacting in this, but this is why it's important to have a very professional meeting. Now, the next thing we do in this class is play bad meeting bingo. We have a really fun video of a crap meeting, and we invite you, listen, for fun, get out a bingo card. I've got one for you in the sales bar, and you can actually joke and laugh about all the horrible things that happen during meetings. And that's some of the fun way that we learn what to do. So then we use bingo as our best practices. Making sure we're sticking to the goal is the G. And in this one, we're dragging and dropping, right? What are the best practices? And then getting feedback. Ooh, she doesn't like me very much today. And at the end of every one, you're going to get a top takeaway cheat sheet and a skill showcase. This cheat sheet is a fun way to actually go play bingo. All right, I'm going to go back and give you some tips now on demos. So this is me showing you some of the templates in the bar that take it from not just what you're hearing today, but practicing it, getting feedback, scoring calls. All right, demo skills. Are we ready? The key to a demo, folks, is KISS. Keep it simple, sweetheart. Here we go. Rule number 1, never build your demo live. Rule number 2, tell them what's coming. Here's why. Once you get to be an AE and once you've done 100 demos, 9 out of 10 AEs do the same demo every time. That ain't the way to work. The other issue that happens when you do the same demo every time is that you go flying around, right? Here we go. Oh yeah, I can do that. Let me just add this class to you, and then let me open this up, and let me come to the e-learning, and let me show you, right? That's what we do. If you guys noticed on this demo that I just did for you, here we go. I'm going to go back. See these tabs at the top? I had the screens open already. I didn't come and start from scratch each time and say, hey, let me come in here. And now I'm going to show you what this one class looks like. And then I'm going to exit out of the sector. Like, do you see how frustrating that is? So never build your demo live. Have your tabs open across the top. Nice and easy experience. Then we say, okay, well, now I'm going to show you the blankety blank blank. Slowly and confidently, we take our mouse, we click on the blankety blank blank. It's sort of like a newscaster. Here's what I'm going to show you. Here's what I'm showing you. Here's what I just showed you. Great. Now, this one, Amy Wonderlick, you're going to laugh, but it drives me crazy. You got to hold your mouse still. It's a pointer, not a crutch. So let me show you what I mean. Right here, see this here? See, this is, I'm shaking my whole computer. You're going to come here and then you come over here. It's right here. It's right here. Back and forth. I get car sick, right? So instead you're going to use it and say, here we are, what's on tap. Take a look here. Let go of your mouse. You're highlighting it on the screen now, you see? In this video, we're going to talk about blankety blank blank. All right, you guys have got me. Here's our next tips. I've already done this one for you. Keep your tabs open and ready. White space rules. Now, what's white space have to do with anything? Well, not every presentation is a software demo. The key to a great PowerPoint is white space. See how big my font is here? See how I just have a picture on the whole right side? White space helps people orient to what they need. So if you can't present this in 20-point font, if it doesn't fit on the screen, do it in multiple slides. Cool? And then this one cracks me up. Everyone is guilty of this. When you start doing demo after demo, you will love your product so hard that you tell stories about it, right? I'm gonna show you what this looks like. I'm gonna show you what not to do again. So here in the sales bar, what's funny is these tiles, they used to go down and then they went across, and it really messed everybody up. It was frustrating. And, we used to show down here where you could see a calendar of live events, but We quit putting stuff in there and it's like, nobody cares, you guys. Sure, it's what's coming up for you in your head, but nobody wants your stream of consciousness about this, if I can be honest with you. People just want a solution to their challenges, which you found out because you were awesome at discovery, not just the demo. All right. I want to show you that there's also some great tools in here for the demos class. I didn't dive too far into it. I can show you a few of those screens, but for every one of these classes, you're going to get top tips and you're going to get templates for going in and building your agenda. That's the key. Again, videos don't train. So use videos and webinars like this to get some great ideas, then go take the learning, interact with the data, make decisions like I showed you. Then we work on applying. So managers, these tools are there for you as well. Call feedback forms, coaching forms, focus on a skill for a whole week. Apply it on every single call. F it up a few times. Get some feedback, then get better. And that's how you build new habits. All right, we're going to move on to the third skill that I think is the most important when becoming an AE, and it's getting better at asking great questions. Okay, our class in the bar that we're offering to you is called Question Like a Pro. And we're going to talk about number one, getting off script. And the best way I find to do that is convert your script into a goal. So somebody may have written out for you a qualifying question like, well, how many employees do you have there? So instead of writing those words down that you're reading and sounding like a script reader, survey taker, is you just make a checklist that says employee number, right? And then you can write it down each time. Now, I'm still a paper person because I'm over 40, but you can text it to yourself, or you can put that template in your CRM and take notes along the way. Fill in the blanks instead of reading the lines to get the answers. Here's the best one I can tell you, folks. Master the follow-up question. There's a lot of decent question askers. You may plan your questions ahead of time, but unless you pause and ask a follow-up question to their answer, it doesn't really feel like you're listening to them. And I got to tell you, as prospects, we've learned to give you the surface level. I'm not giving you the deep stuff unless you ask a follow-up question. Think of it like this. Hi, how are you? Fine. How was your day today? Oh, this person cares. Well, let me go into it a little bit. My first husband was from the Netherlands, and it cracked him up when he moved to America. He's like, why? Why do all these people ask me how I am? They never stop to hear the answer. If you don't care, don't ask. Thought that was kind of funny. So if you care, ask a follow-up question. Now, not all the money is in open questions. Closed questions teach you to control, okay? They help you trial close. So you need to have both in your army, and we'll teach you some great ones to use. Then finally, strategic questions convert. Strategic questions are the kind of the secret, the secret Trojan horses that help you uncover desires or needs that are below the surface that may actually relate exactly to your issue that you solve. So the key is writing some good surface level ones. Think of it like a funnel. Get people warmed up and started. Control questions, closed to keep them on track, and strategic happen down here to help you find those buried gold nuggets along the way. Mary Jo, I'm going to come back to your question. In fact, if you have a question that you've put in chat, please do go put it in questions. I think we're going to have a minute at the end, and I'll stay a minute longer to answer those, okay? All right. So the key here is planning your questions. This is a sample of the template to convert your script into call goals that we've got over there in the sales bar. So plan them out. Work with your team, especially if you've booked 30 minutes after this call. Plan them out and then role play them. Learning comes in practice, folks, not just in listening. It was so cute. I asked my kid the other day, DJ, do you want to take skateboard lessons? Because I noticed that he was kind of into it. He's like, no, Mom, I watched a video. I know how. Crack me up. All right, folks, here's what I've been alluding to. We have an AE training package. It's not our full certification. It's a nice little starter pack. 3 classes, running killer sales meetings that I showed you. Question like a pro, I showed you the template. Demos that don't suck. Lots of tips from there, and that's probably one of my favorite classes. It's a deep one. It's going to take a couple weeks to get through and really get good at building custom demos. We're only leaving this offer up for 2 weeks, folks. Okay. You can do $50 for a course. You can do all 3 for $120. I've reduced that price by about half. If you want to send your whole team, email me. I'll give you a special price and a special coaching follow-up. My email is right there, lb@factor8.com. To get this, go to factor8.com/AE. Again, you only have 2 weeks to jump in and get this training. All right. I've got time for a few more tips to get promoted and go in and answer some questions. So one of the best things you can do, go get a mentor and go shadow. Ask questions and engage in your meetings. Network outside your team and department, folks. Go hang with other AEs. Always outbound. Even if you're getting good leads in, show your hustle that you're going to go and outbound as well to keep crushing it and rise up that ladder of AE. Work on your process, nail some stretch assignments, be low maintenance. And the number one thing I can tell you to do is go and raise your hand. That's talking to your boss about it. Now, again, if that scares you a little bit and you're a woman in sales, ooh, I've got you. Girls Club, you've heard me talk about it. We're launching on demand in 2 weeks. That means starting immediately, sales skills, manager skills, confidence building. This incredible 6-month program we've shortened down again into something that is less expensive and available right now. So that's one more thing you can do to jump in and get promoted. Whoop, whoop. So I'm going to leave my contact information up here. Again, I want you to go to factor8.com/AE to get this training. We're leaving it live for 3 weeks only. Lindsay on Girls Club, thank you. I know it's an on-demand, exciting. I'm going to go in and answer Mary Jo's question. And I think there was one further up. If you want to put it down again, I'll get to that. Again, factor8.com/AE. It's inexpensive, folks. Go take this training and invest in yourself. You can check out Girls Club at info.wearegirlsclub.com or just wearegirlsclub.com. Both of them will take you to this exciting Girls Club on demand. Amy's put some other resources in chat. My email is on the screen if you want to send your entire team through the training. Let's go back and answer some questions. All right, Mary Jo, what's your take on generational engagement? And by that, I mean our sales team often uses alternative methods, not tracked by CRM, to communicate with prospects. They feel younger millennials in particular don't learn the same way, don't like to communicate the same way, and absolutely love phone calls. Yeah, that's so true. Listen, I think that the right answer is a blend. Okay. We know that millennials, I gotta text my kids. They won't take my calls. If somebody leaves me a voicemail, I know they're over 40. But guess what? That's why it's cool again, because nobody else is calling these prospects. I have 400 social bumps and emails coming to the top of my box. I get about 2 sales calls a day now. I actually find them refreshing. I know that our young people are afraid of the phone, but the truth of the matter is it's going to take a combination. Social and email will warm us up and nurture, but it does not convert. Folks, people don't buy over DMs. It's going to take a phone call to get that conversion. That's the honest truth of it. I'm interested in anybody else's feedback. They've got it, but that's why we're still doing what we're doing, folks. Do we train with double dials? So Jeremy, I think you're asking about call and then call right back. And the answer is no. I find that offensive and annoying. Sadly, it works sometimes because you think it's an emergency and you pick it up and then you're freaking pissed off at that person. Cold calling completely upended our BD process in a good way. It's back, Reese. It's back. Phone calls never left, man. They did for a minute during COVID because we couldn't figure out how to get a hold of people, right? But you got to talk to people to convert. And listen, if you can get people to show up to your booked meetings, right? In person, over email, great. But even then, it's going to take more follow-up. It's 10 times easier to ignore an email. When you find yourself opening an email to ask an important question, shut it down and pick up the phone. You're going to have more fun. All right. Are we way over time already, everybody? Oh, we are 1 minute over time. Woo, not bad. Great. I'm going to stop the share and stop the recording, and I'll answer a few other questions for folks. If you want to stay on, you got it.